Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing marvelously well. This has been a long time coming. It has been over a month since we finished the remix and mixing competition with our good friend Addy, who's here. Addy, how are you?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Everything is good and lovely greetings from Amsterdam.
The reason why this has taken so long is, scheduling and all that kind of normal stuff, but probably more importantly, because there was a schnizzle ton of mixes to go through. How many do we end up with?
I can't even remember how many it was. I was just clicking through it every single day and checking one mix after the other. And I was every day just fascinated. It was amazing. Thank you, guys.
What was your process? Did you to get to like that last 100, did you have like two piles and you went, this is like an A pile and a B pile, then you go back through the A and then, because for me, judging mixing competitions, there's no quick way to do it. You have to listen. You can't just listen to a few seconds. You got to listen to a minimum of like half a song, just to be able to get any perspective. There's no quick way. So sometimes it takes a long time.
Yeah, there is no quick way. And especially with this track, it was very special because it have many different parts. So I was just listening through it. I had already I made the top 100 at the beginning. And after the top 100, I made like a top 20. And then from the top 20, it became really, really hard, making a top 6. And from the top 6, the top 3.
So speaking of that, what we've decided to do, Addy and I were just talking off camera, is we're actually doing 2 top 6s. Now, with the hardware prizes that were incredibly generously donated by these amazing companies, it's still going to be 3 and 3 on the hardware. But for the other top 3 in the mixing and the remixing, we're going to give them all the digital prizes, all the courses and all of that kind of fun stuff. And because there's so much incredible talent, like Addy said, getting it to a top 20 was almost impossible, but then choosing 6 out of a top 20, it ended up becoming a top 12. First of all, tell us a little bit more about the artist and a little bit how you recorded it and everything.
Absolutely. We recorded with Naji Soul in Morocco, in Agadir. And we just went into a traditional Moroccan house, like a very big one. This time we recorded the band step by step with the Lewitt microphones that we received, just to test them out and see how they work on traditional instruments. Yeah, Naji Soul is really known, especially in Morocco, in Agadir. Just released his latest album. You can check it out on Spotify. He's playing a lot of shows. He's a loving soul, super talented guy, lovely guy, chilled out guy. And we had a lot of fun recording there. And the recording process was interesting because we had tiles in the room. And this is always the interesting part when we are recording. I don't know the places before. We're just going there and I have to make it work as soon as possible because time is not endless. And get the sound, get the people there, try to make it sound coherent even when we record separately. So I always put a room mic there, like a stereo pair that can be pushed up and down to make it sound like a live record. It wasn't really rehearsed.
Thanks for talking a bit about the recording, because I found there was a lot of really good mixes, like really good mixes. But to get something that was absolutely incredible, I found it was a little complicated in some ways, because a lot of people would get like an intro where the broken down intro comes in and everything would be sparkling and bright and beautiful and like super modern. So I was anticipating the rest of the song to have that kind of treatment. And a lot of mixes when I was going through, they would start off super bright and sparkly and modern and then get quite cluttered, because I feel like this mix wasn't a simple case of just putting faders up. And it wasn't a case of just brightening things. It was really about getting in there for detail. So I found that that was the biggest challenge for people. The biggest challenge for people was to get this to sound consistent from front to beginning. So the way you started off the song is the way the song felt like it finished, like it kept like being open and bright. I mean, I thought it was a challenge. I actually found that the remixes were in some ways easier to judge because people brought so much creativity to it, and you could identify with that. But the mixing, there was a lot of like really good mixes. Like there was a really good level, but it was very hard to get to that exceptional level. Did you feel the same way?
Absolutely. This was a real challenge because compared to traditional music, maybe I can talk a little bit about how I judged it, like how on which elements I took care of, because I couldn't listen to every mix like from the beginning to the end. Of course, we had so many entries. So I checked at first for the intro, how does the reverb sound? The reverb is the Moroccan violin. It was the first element that we needed to master in the mix. And one of the common, let's say, issues was that it was too bright. Many people tended to make it very, very bright. But the secret in this instrument is to get the low end a little bit tighter, to have more of the body and make it sound pleasant so it fit in the mix. And many mixes started so strong. And then when the djembe kicks in, this could make or break the mix. This was the tricky part, to mix the djembe there.
Yeah, the djembe for me, when I mix djembe, and I've done it a lot because, Trevor Hall, I've done a few albums with him, and I've done it with Christina Holmes. There's a track called Everybody Knows, which I've done a mix breakdown on YouTube. And when we did the djembe on that, we double mic'd, so top and bottom. So you get obviously, the batter head on the top, and then you tip the djembe back and you get a mic on the low end. But even that is an oversimplification. What I would do is I would take the bottom mic and just completely and utterly low pass it. So all it was That was all I would get at. And then with the top mic, I'd do the opposite. So the top mic, I wipe off the low lows. So I've got very clear control between low and high, so that basically if I'm boosting the top mic, I am boosting all of the percussiveness. And if I'm boosting the bottom, I'm getting the That's the only way for me to mix it. It's almost like mixing a bass guitar, like if you get two sources, you take one and decide what's going to be the low end, and the other one, which is going to be the articulation, the fingers, the pick, or whatever it is. And yeah, for djembe, it's always treat it as two separate elements. Without a traditional drum kit and a big kind of 24-inch kick or something like that, the djembe is your friend. It's going to support the low end.
Absolutely. And this was the trick. Like, it's almost like making the song dance together. The djembe is the element that glues the track together and brings in the groove. And this have to sit. Either you make the mixing decision to put it more up front and really drive the track, or just support it from the back. This was really tricky because it wasn't the traditional Western where you have a fat drum kit and you know exactly where it have to be. And this is why I love the challenge so much, to hear all the mixes, because sometimes we have to go out of our comfort zone to grow and learn something new. So I think this was a really incredible mixing challenge.
Without further ado, let's listen to the top mix winners. These first three, which is 6, 5, and 4, are going to win all the digital stuff that we can give away. And we're starting off with, how do you pronounce this?
I would say Slava Kuderko.
لا توال غصنا نحوش طير دوسان تيري الوكا تيري الافكار اي كان تفسد دوني تودالتي يوكا لا دغيوسين مقارن قايان مقارن قاسين يوكا لا دغيوسين مقارن قايان مقارن قاسين كلو يا نلقى كلو يا نلقى كلو القايان كلو القايان كلو يا نلقى كلو يا نلقى كلو القايان كلو القايان Bring the sunshine and let it shine. If you smile, if you could smile, no matter who you are or where you are, you will be fine. In the celebration, bring the sunshine and let it shine. smile, if you could smile, no matter who you are or where you are, you will be fine. In a celebration, kulu kulu yana naga, kulu kulu yana naga, kulu nagayan, kulu nagayan.
What I love about that one is it's got it's like an easy listening, and I don't mean that in a derogatory sense. It's very, very even. A lot of the mixes have a very kind of like ethereal front end, and then everything kicks in, and there's quite a big dynamic shift. This mix feels very kind of even all the way through. Doesn't have there's some good low end going on. I think the djembe and the bass sort of sit quite nicely together. But it's definitely got a very even, beautiful approach.
Absolutely. I liked it. And I liked how she built a different feel compared to the other mixes that I listened to. I think it's a quite tasteful use of reverb that she have here. The tonal balance was great. As you said, with the dynamics, it could be a little bit more dynamic here, but this is more a question of taste. And yeah, I think it was a great mix.
Congratulations, Slava. You're going to win all of the digital products, which is all the Pro Mix Academy courses, lifetime membership to the Produce Like a Pro Academy, and all the Lancaster IRs. All right, next up, in reverse order, number 5 is Eric Rudy.
لا توال غصدر نحوش طير دوسان تيري الوكا تيري الافكان اي كان تفسد دوني تدلتي يوكا لا دغيوسين مقارن قاسين يوكا لا دغيوسين مقارن قاسين كلو يا نلقى كلو يا نلقى كلو القيان كلو القيان كلو يا نلقى كلو يا نلقى كلو القيان كلو القيان. Bring the sunshine and let it shine. If you smile, if you could smile, no matter who you are or where you are, you will be fine. In the celebration, bring the sunshine and let it shine. If you smile, if you could smile, no matter who you are or where you are, you will be fine. In a celebration, kulu ya nanaga, kulu ya nanaga, kulu gayan, kulu gayan, kulu ya nanaga, kulu ya.
I like this one a lot from the perspective. What's the instrument at the front that's playing the main melody?
The reverb. The reverb is like the Moroccan violin with the more low end. It can be like a supportive element to just support the melody in a track, or the main solo element. Yeah, I like it how he mixed it here. Like he really nailed the tone on the reverb.
I love the treatment of that instrument because you really feel it jump in and out like what up, you know, it's got a lot of movement to it and dynamics. I really, really enjoyed that. Where a lot of these were too heavily compressed, and it was just sort of like this is like it really feels like it's dancing around in the speakers. And considering it's the main melody of the song and that instrument carries it, I think that makes it a rather wonderful mix.
This was very important in the track to bring more exciting elements there because the structure is repeating. So we had to find ways to make it exciting, like with the reverb, like you said, with reverb, with some effects and other goodies.
All right, number 4, we have Antoine, or is it Anton? I'm not sure how you pronounce that.
Anton Ekström. It was submitted as a mix.
Right.
It's somehow not a remix. It's like a remix, but made only in the mix. Like he didn't edit element. He just took elements out and put a lot of reverb and delay. So I treated it also as a mix.
Oh, that's great. Well, let's listen to it based on that.
كلون كيان كلون كيان كلو يا نانغو كلو يا نانغو كلون كيان ألا تفوس ألا توال غصنا نحوش طير دوزان تيرين وكا تيرين فكان أي كان تفسد دوني تدلتي يوك لا دغيوسين مقارن قاسين يوك لا دغيوسين مقارن قاسين كلو يا نانغا كلو يا نانغا كلون كيان كلو يا نانغا كلو يا نانغا كلون كيان Bring the sunshine and let it shine. If you smile, if you could smile, no matter who you are or where you are, you will be fine. In the celebration, bring the sunshine and let it shine. If you smile, if you could smile, no matter who you are or where you are, you will be fine. In the celebration, kulu ya nanago, kulu ya nanago, kulun kayan, kulun kayan, kulu ya nanago, kulu ya nanago, kulun kayan.
Yeah, this one has really good dynamic use, and I agree. I think by muting so much, it allowed when that groove comes in on the second verse to be like, hey, this is nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely a good lesson in less is more.
I really love the creativity behind, and this is sometimes also part in our job as a mixing engineer, that we can add elements along with reverb. The delay choice was really tasty here, and overall the sound, it sounds really, really good. Everything it's an amazing way you went, and I really learned through this remix as well, like through this mix as well. So thank you.
Now we're in the top 3. So this is winning all the hardware stuff. Every single person gets to basically win a studio's worth of gear, which is pretty darn fantastic. So the third prize winner gets to win iZotope's Music Production Suite 4.1, a perpetual license, so you get it forever. A Lewitt LCT 440 Pure, which I use all the time and is a wonderful mic. An Audient ID4, so an Audient interface. Adam, a pair of Adam Audio TV8s. And then, of course, the Produce Like a Pro lifetime membership. Lancaster Audio, all the IRs, plugins and everything. And of course, ProMix Academy's Everything Bundle. So congratulations, and we're going to listen to Axel Wintzel at number 3.
Congratulations, Axel.
كلون كيان كلو يا نان ألا تفوس ألا توال الصدر نحوش طير دوسان تيري الوكا تيري الأفكار أي كان تفسد دوني تدلتي يواك لا دغيوسين مقارن قايان مقارن قاسين يواك لا دغيوسين مقارن قايان مقارن قاسين كلو يا نانقا كلو يا نانقا كلو نقايان كلو نقايان كلو يا نانقا كلو يا نانقا كلو نقايان كلو نقايان Bring the sunshine and let it shine. If you smile, if you could smile, no matter who you are or where you are, you will be fine. In the celebration, bring the sunshine and let it shine. If you smile, if you could smile, no matter who you are or where you are, you will be fine. In the celebration, kulu ya nanaga, kulu ya nanaga, kulu nagayan, kulu nagayan, kulu ya nanaga.
I feel like the acoustic on this was really well mixed. It's super, and it's interesting how people are mixing in different ways and featuring different instruments. But I feel like the percussiveness of the way it's played is really brought out beautifully in this, along with the lead instrument at the beginning, again, having a very kind of bouncy jump out of the track, but still contain just enough to keep my interest. Like you were saying earlier, like keeping it so it's interesting the whole time.
Absolutely. And I got here that there were great dynamics. This was one of the points I was checking, how it goes from the verse into the chorus, that it really goes bigger and wider. So great dynamics, sonic soundscape, amazing. Great tone for all elements. Especially the djembe got more priority here, and I really like this approach. It's really driving the track. The bass is full with low end, and sometimes maybe even a bit too much, but it fits really well to the track. So yeah, congratulations, Axel.
All right, let's listen to Andre Benassi's mix.
ألا توال الصدر نحوش طير دوسان تيري الوكا تيري الأفكار أي كان تفسد دوني تدلتي يواك لا دغيوسين مقارن قايان مقارن قاسين يواك لا دغيوسين مقارن قايان مقارن قاسين كلو يا نانقا كلو يا نانقا كلو نقايان كلو نقايان كلو يا نانقا كلو يا نانقا كلو نقايان كلو نقايان Bring the sunshine and let it shine. If you smile, if you could smile, no matter who you are or where you are, you will be fine. In the celebration, bring the sunshine and let it shine. If you smile, if you could smile, no matter who you are or where you are,
again, a very acoustic kind of driven version, probably even more so than the last one I was talking about. The last one had a percussive bounce to it from the acoustic. This one is clearly driven from the acoustic, which I loved. It made it maybe a little bit more Western. Is that okay to say? Like a little bit more like, oh, the acoustic is driving it. I identify with it, which is really quite tasteful. And I think, I know when we're teaching, you know, yourself and I, when we're teaching mixing with people, we talk about like, there's 100 different ways to mix something that are great, and people hire you for your taste and your sensibilities. And I think Andre's obviously clearly a great mixer and knew how to kind of make this into something that was more kind of pop, I suppose, by using the acoustic, would you say?
Absolutely, because the vocals were more upfront. There was a bigger focus on the vocals, and this made it really exciting, and was also, again, a new way how I saw the track, what you can do with the track. Like, this was always a new surprise, like listening to the next mix. And yeah, here I really loved also, at first, fantastic, well-balanced, chilled-out mix that gives the right space for all the elements to be and interact together. And here I really liked also the keys, because in most of the mixes, the keys got lost or they were too loud. But here, they were really nice in the back and the sides. And the djembe really sit under the elements, but support the rhythm nicely together with the bass. And this probably gives it this pop feel, like you have the bass and the djembe playing together and the vocals driving the track. And the rest is just like supporting it, but in a very, supportive way.
And this is our number one mix winner. And this is Edward Morales. Edward Morales. Congratulations, Edward. You won the grand prize in the mix competition, which is the Lewitt LCT 640 TS, which, as you may know, is my favorite microphone. The 640 TS, I believe, is one of the most revolutionary microphones. I think for its price point is my favorite microphone. It's about $800 or $900 over here, but it is a true stereo microphone because it records off of both sides of the capsule at the same time. So you can record everything in the most in-phase stereo you've ever heard. It's one of the most natural sounding microphones I've ever worked with. And we shot it out against tons of different mics. It wins every time. Some very good friends of mine, Al Schmidt, dearly departed Al Schmidt, rated this microphone super highly. And Frank Filippetti, loads of people. Ed Cherney, God rest his soul, was a fan of this mic. This is a really, really great microphone. So you're going to win that. You're also going to win a pair of LCT 140 Air stereos. So that's a pair of pencil condensers. So you can use that to record pianos, overheads, stereo room mics, whatever you want to do. iZotope, you once again are giving us the full music production suite, 4.1, a perpetual license. So you're going to own it forever. Audient ID44, which we have one over here and we're actually using to record with. Pretty much every demo we do is recorded through an ID44, so I can't speak more highly of it. A pair of Adam Audio TV8s. Thank you, Adam, for those incredible speakers. And then, of course, the PMA Everything Bundle. So that's all the ProMix Academy courses, of which there's a schnizzle ton. I mean, how many do you have up on there, Addy?
But I think it's 17 courses on ProMix Academy.
So you're going to get 17 courses from Addy and probably like another 100 from other people as well. So lots of courses. Lancaster Audio, Everything Bundle, so all the IRs plug in, everything. And the Produce Like a Pro perpetual lifetime membership. Let's check out Edward Morales' mix. Here we go.
كلون كيان ألا تفوس ألا توال غالصدر نحوش طير دوسان تيري الوكا تيري الأفكان أي كان تفسد دوني تدالتي يوكا لا دغيوسين مقارن نقاسين كلو كلو يا نانقا كلو كلو يا نانقا كلو نقايان كلو نقايان كلو كلو يا نانقا كلو كلو يا نانقا كلو نقايان كلو نقايان Bring the sunshine and let it shine. If you smile, if you could smile, no matter who you are or where you are, you will be fine. In the celebration, bring the sunshine and let it shine. If you smile, if you could smile, no matter who you are or where you are, you will be fine. In the celebration, kulu kulu ya nanago, kulu kulu ya nanago, kulu nagayan, kulu nagayan.
For me, this was the most balanced of all the mixes. It was definitely the most start to finish. I suppose, could I say it was like the most purest to the recording? Is that why you chose it?
Yeah.
Something that felt like the most accurate representation of the recording?
This was such an accurate representation, and I think this is exactly the sound that the band was looking for. This can be played in the radio with no problem. It was so polished, but everything have its space and gives a real excitement there, you know? I really love it. There is movement, there is action, there are dynamics, clarity, beautiful mix. Incredible job.
Fantastic. Congratulations. So it's a number one in our mix competition. So now we're going to move over to the top 6 in the remix competition. These first 3 we're going to talk about are the honorable mentions. These are ones that were so close to being in the top 3. And Addy in particular felt like they really needed to be showcased. So number 6, we have Casper.
Kulu kulu ya nanago, kulu kulu ya nanago, kulu nagayan. كلون كيان كلو كلو يا نانجو كلو كلو يا نانجو كلون كيان كلون كيان ألا تفوس ألا توال غصدر نحوش طير دوزال تيري الوكا تيري الأفكان أي قد تفسد دنيا تدلتي يوك لا تغيوسين مقارنك يا مقارنك سين يوك لا تغيوسين مقارنك يا مقارنك سين كلو كلو يا نانجو كلو كلو يا نانجو كلو نكيان كلو نكيان كلو كلو يا نانجو Bring the sunshine and let it shine. If you smile, if you could smile, no matter who you are or where you are, you will be fine. In the celebration, bring the sunshine and let it shine. If you smile, if you could smile, no matter who you are.
Obviously, Casper is super talented, playing multiple instruments. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. It was like a reimagining. It wasn't a million miles away. As a remix, it was more like reproduction, maybe. Like, but really nice, really great pop song.
Absolutely, I was super impressed, and sure, because I'm saying a lot of thank yous to people, but your remixes made my day. I was so happy to go through all of them. It was incredible, and this creativity is really endless. And this is what it shows here. And Casper, later, when it goes to the bridge, your track, it was super modern, very talented young producer. And I thought, man, this have to be at least an honorable mention and in the top 6. Great job, man.
All right, at number 5, we have, definitely somebody that always makes the top 10. I don't think Chris Ibbetson's ever not made the top 10. the funny thing is like I've been in mixing competitions with Chris, and he gets chosen by people who don't know who he is. I know who he is now because he keeps making it into the top 10. And Chris is stupidly talented, and he is at number 5 with his remix. Let's check it out. It's so good. Just makes me happy. Chris always does great work. I mean, for me, that's a good old-fashioned pop remix. Yeah, really great.
It's an incredible remix, and it just from here it started to become hard, because the other remixes have more structural changes,
right,
and different parts. So it's not that it's number 5 for me. All of them would be number 1, but there can be just one number 1.
Right.
But
you're so diplomatic.
So
they can all be number 1, but there can only be one number 1. Anyway, I'm going to learn that one. That's diplomacy at its finest.
But this mix, I hope we have to talk with Naji Soul, that he bring this track to Morocco, to the clubs.
Nice.
I will write to Naji. Yeah, absolutely. This he will love it. He will love it absolutely, and I believe this can be easily in Morocco. I will send it to Cranky, also is an awesome producer there, and they can play it there. Absolutely. Chris, your music will go to Morocco, to the clubs.
And number 4, we have G Doggy.
كلو يا Together we could see the perfect energy of space and time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun. I mean, I'm assuming he's a bass player because it was definitely built around a cool bass line, or a multi-instrumentalist who plays that. I like what I've been enjoying a lot about these people that took the time to create their own videos as well. It's just really fantastic. It's like an extra level of care.
I love this one. There was so much going on, and the track develops from beginning to the end. There is no part repeating here. So there is a lot of love, attention, and great skill in the song.
And you're going to win all of the digital stuff. So thank you for the creativity. I would say now we're in the top 3. And at number 3, we have Nicola Capitini. Is that?
Capitini.
Capitini? Yeah. Nicola Capitini? Okay, so that was definitely on the heavy side, should we say? I was wondering when we were going through this, how many of those we were going to see. There's always somebody who takes it to that kind of level of creativity. A lot of fun. I know you come from a bit of a rock background yourself anyway, don't you, Andy?
I started in 2 punk bands with the age of 11, and this was
nice.
This is how it all began. Yes, baby. I love rock. I love metal, and here I could hear a lot of Dimebag Darrell influences, awesome riffs, and there were many metal remixes. But this one was very special because it's developing again throughout the whole track, from the beginning to the end, all the time, exciting, and I really love it. Fantastic. Amazing guitar work there. Very creative. Thank you so much.
Excellent. All right, next up is Chad Knorr.
لا توان غصدر الحوش طير دوسان تيري الوكا تيري الافكان اي كان تفسد دوني تودلتي يوك لا دغيوسين مقارن كاين مقارن كاسين يوك لا دغيوسين sunshine and let it shine. If you smile, if you could smile, no matter who you are or where you are, you will be fine. In the celebration, bring the sunshine and let it shine. If you smile, if you could smile,
Okay, I love all things Latin, and it was just great. That da 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 da. Yeah, I love how all the remixes weren't always built around doing something super electronic. The fact that there is so many great guys and girls here that are able to bring in other organic elements and blend them with these traditional elements from Morocco. It was just really, really beautiful. Great work, Chad.
Absolutely incredible work. And this was the secret ingredient to mix Moroccan and Latin percussion and elements there. The music, it fits so well together. And you really changed the tempo, the style, the feel of it, and made truly a unique version there that I absolutely love. Also, Latin music is deep in my heart. And yeah, this was an incredible job, man.
Here it is, the number one remix winner. It is, I think it's Spinner or Spina. I love the kind of Dire Straits, Romeo and Juliet kind of intro on that. And just like, I'm a sucker for a really beautifully played acoustic guitar. It's interesting. I would say about half of my guitars are actually acoustics. You know, I'm saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 acoustics on my wall. I do love playing. There's something beautiful about just, the resonance of it. And I love this version. It's very beautiful. I'm glad that you chose this as your number one remix, because I felt like there was a lot of good dance stuff, but it tended to get a little samey. And when people bring in their own kind of twist on something which is very unique to them, it's very exciting.
Absolutely. I love this one. I got the chills again always when I play this track, it's so beautiful, so soulful. Like you said, like this acoustic guitar really touched my heart. And
Amazing.
how you build this track with these modern elements. It's like a modern radio track.
Amazing. Congratulations to all the winners. That was absolutely superb. We will be doing another mix competition, a remix competition in another month or so. As you can tell, it takes over a month to get through all of these and get it all done. So we both appreciate all of your patience. And thank you ever so much for everybody, because it's not so much that you got together and did this. It's a lot of work. Everybody put so much time and energy into it. But it's the sense of community as you all get together and help each other out and compliment each other and give each other ideas. It was really, really superb. It's touching. Addy, thank you for being involved. And thank you for supplying such a beautiful song that you recorded with such a wonderful message. It's always incredible to work with you on any capacity, my friend.
The same from my side. Thank you for organizing this, for involving us in this. And man, this was incredible. I had so much fun. Thank you to everybody who participated. Also from my side, you all rock. You're wonderful people. You really rocked my 2022. I don't know how it can get better.
Fantastic. Well, we'll do another one in a few months. It'll be fun. It's fine. The artist you're just working with earlier, we're talking to, still on with her. She's incredible.
Yes, yeah. Noam Fazana is incredible, and yeah, we can work with her. Absolutely, man.
Fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you ever so much for all the sponsors. iZotope, Lewitt, Adam Audio, Audient, of course, ProMix Academy, Lancaster Audio, and of course, us lot, Addy and I, Produce Like a Pro. Thank you ever so much. You all absolutely rock. Thank you. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. Adios. Hedor. Do svidania. Tschüss. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
What's Polish for goodbye?
Do widzenia. Nada. Trzymajcie się. Cześć. See you then.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.